the block. My gym up the block. When it's far, my gym is up the block.
Hey, send one for people.
My gym is up the block. If you stay and fuck some up shit, let's go to the gym and spar whenever. Tonight, now, whatever.
It's been 3 months since my surgery.
That's why I said, wait till you get healthy. Wait till you get healthy.
I can smack a motherfucker.
That's what.
Right, man.
Nobody. That's not happening. That's not happening. But I said that's not happening. But like I said, if you want to fight, we can do it. He's just doing too much talking. Fuck some up shit. I'm always in shit to fuck a nigga up. My gym is up the block. Always ready to fuck a nigga up.
Compton kids?
Yeah, wherever. Cops, we go to Gleason.
But talk about
I'm always in shit to fuck a nigga up.
Compton kids in the
I
training.
like that.
Is that the fight you kind of want more?
You don't want that fight. It's a waste of time arguing about that fight. We send the contract. They don't want to fight, man. He just talking. You know, a lot of these fighters just do rapping. I just came off a loss, and I'm down to fight the best. I'm going up to 135 to fight somebody that they think I can't beat, and I'm gonna dominate him. And then I come back down to 30 and beat his ass too.
We'll speak to that. Who is that opponent?
Frank Martin.
Would you? All right. Do you think that?
It's not a statement of Earl. It's a statement to the world. Just show that this is what I do. I'm really this guy. Don't let this last fight get niggas fucked up.
So you don't want that rematch?
I want it, of course, but I only want it if you get the belt. If you don't get the belt, it made no sense because I could go beat somebody like Gary Russell and that loss gets swept under the rug.
Do you think?
What's good, YouTube? It's KB with Just Do Boxing, back with another video. And what y'all just heard was a confrontation between Mr. Gary Russell Jr. and PrimeTime Chris Colbert. They exchanged words. You know, it was said that Chris Colbert walked up to Gary Russell, and I guess he mentioned having a fight between the two, prior to the start of the video. And they were on video basically exchanging words, and, Colbert offered Gary Russell to the sparring session. He said he could do it now, later, whenever, go right to the gym, his gym, whatever. And Gary Russell said he's 3 months off his shoulder surgery, and that is good enough to smack somebody right now. And then he repeated it, and, Chris Colbert said that's not going to happen. And, Gary went to walking away, and Chris Colbert, proceeded to say, how he'd be willing to fight Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? He already, going to challenge himself against the best. He always going after the best, so he said. And it'd be no different when he goes up to, 35 to face Frank Martin when they finally get a date and get that situated. But then he said he'll also come back down and beat Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? And again, I said some of these things that these fighters say, it sounds cool, but I say, let's see it, man. I think people will entertain a fight between Mr. Gary Russell and Chris Colbert, but definitely he got business to take care of with, Frank the Ghost Martin, and that's not going to be no easy task. And I'm leaning towards Frank Martin to pull off that victory at that. But nonetheless, win, lose, or draw, I think Mr. Gary Russell fighting Chris Colbert will still be entertaining for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Chris Colbert is coming off his first and only loss of his pro career. He's 16-1 with 6 knockouts. You know what I mean? He's only 25 years old. You know what I mean? It was his only loss. He lost to who's now 15-0 with 10 knockouts, Hector Luis Garcia. And he was dropped in the 7th round of that fight also and dominated. The scorecards showed you that. 108 and 119 all across the board. You know what I'm saying? He had an off night. He got embarrassed, and it was a bad loss in terms of a performance. He just didn't look good from start to finish. And then he retreated the last 3 rounds or so, which, just was a bad look from the outside looking in. It looked like he mentally checked out and was cool with losing as long as he didn't get knocked out. And that's just not a good look for a young fighter. But again, he has youth on his side, and he can't come back from this. It wasn't like he got knocked out. He didn't take a ton of punishment. He just got, a boxing lesson. He got beat up pretty good, you know what I mean? And he didn't suffer so much, he didn't sustain a ton of damage. He just, like I said, he got embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Got his ego and pride shook up a bit. But there's no doubt a fight between him and Mr. Gary Russell would play out much differently. And I think Mr. Gary Russell would present a ton of different challenges for Chris Colbert. Not just the speed, his IQ and intelligence in there as well. You know what I mean? Mr. Gary Russell was a very intelligent fighter. And, he's 31-2 with 18 knockouts coming off that controversial loss, in my opinion, which was a majority decision that, he should have won, in my opinion. Like I said, he hurt himself in the 4th round of that fight against Mark Magsayo and fought 8 rounds with a hurt arm. You get what I'm saying? And still was able to outbox and embarrass Mark Magsayo, you know, in my honest opinion. And I think the judges got it wrong. The scorecards, even with Gary Russell being hurt, was very close. You know what I mean? What they had it, I believe they had scorecards of 113, 115 twice, and then they had 114, 114. But I still believe the judges got it wrong, and I believe Gary Russell should still be champion. Nonetheless, that's in the past now. That's already happened. You can't change it. But I would like to see Gary Russell in any meaningful fights moving forward, if he so chooses to come back. And that's still unclear as to when he'll be back, you know, because he's still recovering, as he stated, from his shoulder surgery. So, you know, that's my just do on it, man. That's my thoughts on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Chris Colbert and Mr. Gary Russell confrontation, and let me know if y'all would entertain a fight between the two, because I know I would. I think this would be very entertaining for all fans, and you know, it'd be a good fight for both fighters. You know what I mean? Like I said, Gary Russell's coming off his loss, and you know, Chris Colbert definitely got business to handle against Frank Martin first and foremost. But it's still a fight that I would definitely watch. But get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. And as always, let me know if I gave Primetime Chris Colbert and Mr. Gary Russell his just due. And my condolences to the entire Russell family. You know, but that's my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And I'll be back with another one. Peace.